Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lukas, and today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. It's something new in my channel. I've been usually making videos on how to create stuff, build stuff with no-code tools such like Framer, or with AI and code like React code and bringing it to Framer, or doing everything directly in AI and deploying it with AI. So it's been a lot of building, and today I want to start a new playlist, not a playlist, a new series called Getting Work as a UX UI Designer. So my background is UX UI design. I studied it. I graduated about 4 years ago, and I've ever since I've been a professional UX UI designer, working first with corporate companies and then working with agencies, and now working as a freelancer with my own business, um, helping. I usually like to help smaller businesses with really cool entrepreneurs, um, and so that's been my career track. So basically, I went to school, I got an internship, I got a job from that internship. I stayed in in the corporate lifestyle for a little bit. I didn't like it. I felt like I was going to school every day, eating at the cafeteria. Obviously, this was right when COVID hit, or before, a little bit before that. Um, so yeah, then I changed. I started doing the remote work at an agency. I really liked it, but I felt I could do. They always try to push me to become something very niche. I didn't really like that. I feel like I was or I still am a UX UI designer that loves doing front end development, that loves doing animations. So and especially above all is I love to teach people. So that's my career has basically brought me here, to creating a YouTube channel a month ago. So here we are today. I want to talk. I want to start with this series. And my goal with this series is basically, as a UX UI designer. So this is not for beginners. This is more for people that have worked, or at least know how to use Figma, how to, you know, maybe develop a website with Webflow or with Framer, or maybe with HTML, CSS. Um, and basically people that know a little bit about the industry, and helping you guys with this basic knowledge, or with a little bit amount of knowledge, or maybe average amount of knowledge, to get to build a portfolio that makes you stand out from the crowd and get a job or a gig that you really want. So as you may know, there are different platforms like LinkedIn, Indeed. Um, I don't know what else. There's places like Upwork, that there's people looking for jobs, but there's a lot of competition. Um, so it's I wanna basically help you guys, or I wanna basically start from scratch, make my own portfolio, making around 2 to 3 use cases in this series, organizing a portfolio based off of those use cases, and talking to people, right? I'm also going to include some of my previous projects, because it's always best to have some more experience with real clients, because these are not going to be real clients. These are going to be use cases that we're going to basically build over the next period of time. But that's basically it. So creating sophisticated use cases, like it says here, creating a personal portfolio that lets you three stand out from the crowd. So I want to create in this series case studies. I want to create a personal portfolio, and I want to, together with you guys here, me filming with my camera, um, pitch different people, different entrepreneurs, different uh, businesses, different agencies, um, as a contractor or as a freelancer, as a UX designer, UX UI designer. Also, something important is that the industry changes really fast. Um, so you have to like learn new skills, like using AI, for example. So we're gonna keep that into consideration. So what we're gonna build, let me show my UI. We're gonna be in Figma, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna first um, let's just make this white again, and let me first organize. So we're gonna do a first case study, right? And this case study, so I'm gonna write down case study 1. And what we're gonna do is I wanna go to a job listing, uh, some type of. I found this agency from New York, Isadora, New York and Los Angeles, and I found them in a job listing website. So I want to find their career page somewhere if I can find it. Should be here maybe. Okay, careers at the footer. Okay. So let me see that. Let me press pause 1 second. Okay, so I found their career website. And basically, many of these places, they offer full-time jobs. But if you want to work as a contractor or as a freelancer, a lot of agencies work with freelancers, right? It's obviously not so stable as having a full-time salary. You get, I don't know how much money every month straight into your bank account, and you have to work every day 9 to 5. So basically what I do is I would read this. So I read what they're looking for. So they always talk a little bit about who they are and what they're looking for. Assistant creation of powerful interactive web user experience. So let's open this. This is a link. Let's read more about this in a second. Okay, business websites, mobile apps, marketing campaigns, UX design systems, microsites, and full-scale e-commerce. So they do a little bit of everything. Okay, they're expanding. That's good to know. So, strategic things as it relates to websites, UX design. So we might eventually apply to this. Who knows? Or there's a bunch of different jobs that are being offered. So key responsibility, strategic thinker as it relates to websites. Okay, deep understanding and curiosity. So all of these key responsibilities you want to reflect in your portfolio or in your use cases, right? So strategic thinking, deep understanding and curiosity of purpose behind user behavior, ability to concept and create compelling user experiences. So making concepts. So wireframes, for example, help create cool and memorable features that solve objectives. So creating solutions, prototypes that solve the objectives, not objections, objectives, from a specific hypothesis of a problem, right? So this business has a specific problem. What's this hypothesis? Okay, based on this hypothesis, we have this objective. So creating different types of solutions based on this. Research, usability studies, surveys, competitor reviews, site maps, target maps. So all of this we want to include in our use cases so that we have a very sophisticated, remember, a very sophisticated case study. And today I want to start with at least one. We can think of a problem and try to solve it, right? So let's just finish reading this. Ensure UX design deliverables are client ready and adhere to high quality standards. Collaborate effectively with team members and clients. Okay, stay current with industry standards, tools, and technologies. Very important to note as well. Drive evolving UI UX trends. So portfolio is obviously required. 4 years of product development or user experience with a focus on UI UX. Good. UX design background with a focus on simplicity, ease of use. Okay. Highly organized and detailed, oriented with strong execution skills. Excellent communication skills. Okay. And then proficient in Sketch or Photoshop, Illustrator, and UX related tools. Usually it's Figma as well. Not a lot of people use Sketch. high quality standards, and a desire to produce forward-thinking work. Interesting. And then we have the application. So obviously you might want to apply as a freelancer, but maybe why not apply as a full-time, you know? You get that stability. Everyone's different, right? You won't really have the freedom to, for example, go to the gym at 10 in the morning, but maybe you can find a way to negotiate with them, right? So first, let's try to, once you're done with the portfolio, just try to apply and try to get a positive response, and then go from there. So once we have that, let's take screenshots of these key responsibilities and of this. And let me pause my video and put this into Figma. So I have all this now in Figma. So basically for each case study, we want to have a landing page that showcases everything from here, that reflects everything from here. So it reflects strategic thinking, user behavior, like identifying user groups. We have to show that in a really cool way. And then at the end, have a live example, right? So it's basically, we're gonna show this, boom. Let's make this a little bit transparent. So just to have an idea, show this, show this. This is gonna be a little bit more personal about you. And then at the end, we want to show, maybe we can even make this like a preview. It doesn't have to be so important in this landing page, but it'll be there. Then at the end, a live preview. So if it's going to be a website, a landing page, whatever, it's going to have, or let's make it a real link that people can click on and actually analyze, right? So let's do that. And as we are now building just, we're going to build a case study based out of a real problem in the world. And it's not going to be a fake project, because it's going to be actually a real project, but it's not going to be a client project, right? So if you have client projects, apart from these 3 case studies that we're going to do, amazing. So you can add them also to your portfolio, but if you don't, it's also okay. And also, please don't apply like with the same projects. You just analyze how I do it and then do it on your own. You understand? Eventually, I will also make this Figma file as a free template for you guys to look after. Maybe I'm going to create some assets for you guys to just use for your own. But yeah, just don't try to copy the same thing, because imagine a company gets like 5 applications from 5 different people using the same projects. It's going to be weird. So just use the same principles as I am using for this. So one good way of searching for things to improve in terms of UX UI design is going to Reddit and looking at discussions of what people are talking about. And a lot of people are making startups, or indie hackers are making tools to solve most of these problems that they find in Reddit. And a lot of most of the cases is that they create these discussions like, what Framer plugins are you looking forward to? And then you see a bunch of comments of different people from this Framer community. So you can do this with a lot of different types of communities. You can do this with, I don't know, let's say Microsoft or Apple. Maybe that's not such a good idea, but maybe, I don't know, Airbnb, Uber, YouTube. It's endless. You can even do it with countries like immigration, like US immigration, German immigration, traveling to Thailand. So for example, one example that I did is that I was going to Thailand and I wanted to learn some basic Thai, and I started a discussion saying like, oh, what are some good ways of learning Thai? And there was a good response that said mnemonics, so um, learning some basic words like hello, goodbye, thank you, um, and learning them in Thai and remembering them by comparing them to English words, which is my native language. So I designed a little project and shared it, and I got some feedback and did it again, and so forth. So a lot of um, creators, like developers, designers, do this. So what we can do is we can look at some of these projects and see if there's some software out there, and what we can do is we can find some type of problem in this software, some design problem in this software that we can solve, right? So one thing is FramerAuth. So this is like Framer is a no-code tool to create landing pages, and FramerAuth is basically to helps users create protected pages behind a paywall, for example. So if you have a product inside your Framer page that it's like a dashboard, for example, and you don't want users to see it unless they pay, you can create a authentication system that lets users pay and they automatically get registered. So you can find tools like FramerAuth. You can check out their product design to see how that is, and evaluate based on what solutions they provide. What type of design improvements would you suggest? So they have a pretty nice landing page. I would say it's nice. But what about their product? Like, because the user experience, remember, is like the way the user interacts with the problem. It's their experience, right? Do they have a good experience with the product, or do they have a bad experience with the product? The good experience is that it's an easy way to purchase the product and to get access to the product. And then they want to get from point A to point B being the solution. And for them, the solution is that their users can add an authentication page. So their product is most probably a guide, a step-by-step guide, for example, of how a user can add this to their Framer page. So I would say that would be like their product, because it's not like a dashboard or anything. It's more of a guide. So that might be something that we can work on for the first project. Then we have like negative comments, like here, Framers CMS is a piece of, for any real site. Wonder how much they put the prices up and limit users. Okay, so they have a problem with the pricing, and they just said it's bad. And someone asked what's not great about it. There's no response, but yeah. Maybe for Framer wouldn't be a good idea. Maybe it would be a good idea to choose one of these smaller products and find a solution improving the user experience for their smaller product instead of working on Framer CMS. So for this first project, for this first use case, I'm gonna go ahead and do something similar. I'm gonna do a competitor to FramerAuth. Who knows, maybe I'm actually going to build it. But first off, let's just use it. I'm going to go here. I'm going to start a free trial. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And then I'm going to fill in this info. And I just got the free trial. So I'm going to put end trial. So because I don't want to pay for it, I just want to test it out. So sorry. Okay, so I added that. So in 3 days, I'm gonna end this trial. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I want to hide myself. I'm gonna hide myself. So then I'm going to basically just take a screenshot of this. So bring this down here. This is going to be project 1. I signed up, so I'm going to go back to FramerAuth and take a screenshot of this, because I basically went here, sign up button, or start free trial button, perfect. And then I'm going to go back to my email and get the screenshot of the code. So I'll be right back. So I'm basically, let me turn on my camera again. Hello everyone. So I'm basically just organizing this and checking to see everything. They have a pretty decent flow up to now. So basically I start my free trial, I put in my swipe information, was it swipe or lemon squeezy? That's what they used. Then I got my lemon squeezy receipt in my email with a order number. Then I got a activate code. So basically what I did is I went here, clicked login to dashboard, copied this code, pasted it, and now I'm in this step. And exactly 10 minutes later, I got this message that it's a message from someone from FramerAuth. It says, hey there, my name is Danny. I'm the co-founder. Thanks for choosing FramerAuth to create your membership site in Framer. We're excited to have you on board. Our tool relies on feedback from people like you. So if you have any ideas, issues, or need help, please don't hesitate. Okay, amazing. I really like that. That's a really good, that's a really great point in the user, in my personal user journey. So I'm gonna put a little green thing here, just to remember that. So let's go back to here. I see this, which is quite interesting. Recommended set up your Framer site fast with the plugin. Complete setup, manage log pages, and detect configuration issues all directly within Framer. So they have this and this. So I don't have. So as I'm back here, we have welcome. Let's connect your Framer site to FramerAuth. So don't worry, you can change this later. Perfect, because I don't have a test website. I don't have I mean, I can put a test website, but I don't have a live website right now. And I don't really know about this. What does it say? Enable if visitors on your site should be required to enter a lemon squeezy. Okay. Interesting. So I'm thinking of skipping this for now, but I want to watch this tutorial. So let's see what happens. Okay.
Hey everyone, my name is Danny, and today I'll be showing you how to use the FramerAuth plugin to create a membership site inside of Framer, and this is going to allow you to...
So basically brings me to this 12-minute tutorial, which is great. Let me just copy this. Figma. And let me put this smaller here, and let me bring this little thing like this. Boom. Make it look cool. So let me just move it like this. So if we click on this watch tutorial, it takes us here. And now I want to see what happens if I click use plugin. It takes me to another thing. Oh, okay, so they have a plugin. Cool. So it's like a landing page for their plugin, which plugins is a new feature for Framer. So for this tool that I'm using, that we're gonna build a product off of eventually, maybe. So it brings us to this landing page. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this here, and I'm gonna basically do this. So we got that set up. Now what I wanted to do because I wanted to skip this. So obviously it looks really good now, but a good thing to do is to do, do a step-by-step sign-up process with other companies, maybe with MailChimp, for example, bigger companies, and see how they differentiate with FramerAuth. And then based on that, we can basically copy like an artist and combine the best things from each one and create our own sign-up. Maybe we don't even have to make the whole product. We can just make the sign-up step. Let's see. We're cooking something now, and we're just gonna go step by step. So let's skip this for now. So how did he hear about us? So let's just take a screenshot again. Boom. So go to Figma here. Take a screenshot. So this is what comes next. This is the next step. And then I heard about them in X. Can we select different things? No, we can only select one. So I heard about them in Twitter, so I'm going to put finish. And then we can see their dashboard. So we have a dashboard, we have updates, we have a different nav bar, which is kind of not so nice. Guides, updates, guides, support, tutorials, cool, templates. So they build different templates based off of this new tool, and feature requests. So they have team access, multi-site support, multi-product support. What should we build? Okay, so these are different things. So blah, blah, blah. Okay, submit. Interesting. So we have the dashboard. This brings us back to the dashboard. So I'm basically just taking a look at everything. They have the side panel. Hey there, if you need any help with us letting, okay, that's a good thing to keep in mind. You just go like this. Go back to Figma. So I placed it here in Figma. So when you press finish, it takes you to the main dashboard. We might want to add. So what I'm maybe even thinking, maybe we can just improve this, the UX of FramerAuth. So it's already a product. We don't have to create a new product, which is going to take some time in terms of building. It will be a longer tutorial. We can just rebuild this and make it nicer somehow. Make the I see a few things that we can improve just from my first perspective, like with the setup. Maybe adding this somehow here as well. I'm having a strong time. I'm having a tough time, sorry, knowing where to start. If it's here or here. No, here would be like a dashboard of my existing pages. Members, okay, store. Got an API key, test mode on, off. Okay, settings. Blocks. Okay, we can add these. Or how would this work? So I'm just testing everything now. And I guess the first thing that I can do is take a screenshot of all of these pages. And bring them into Figma. So I took a screenshot, and then so it stays high definition, I use the large import large image plugin, and then just selected it for my files. So it imports in different images, as you can see, instead of just one blurry screenshot. So I'm gonna decrease the size so it fits the sizing of everything else. This is gonna be the dashboard. I'm gonna eventually organize this file for you guys and for me also to stay organized. And we're gonna choose something. We're gonna use the product and we're gonna choose something to improve from this product. And we're probably even gonna send it to the guys at FramerAuth. Why not, just for them to view it and to implement. We're also gonna have to do some user feedback. We can do that with Reddit if they have a Reddit. Let me see, FramerAuth. Do they have a? Well, we can find a way how to get some user feedback. So let's just first remove this, organize our tabs. So we got that setup page done from the dashboard. Now let's get our pages one. Also, let's do a screenshot. Let's download that. And let's go here to the next one, members, screenshot. Let's download it. Store. Let's take a screenshot. Download. Settings. Oh, they have an affiliate program. Cool. Let's screenshot this. Download. And let's do to the last one, which is the blocks page. So they have a few blocks. I would be interested in using one of these blocks. Let's see. Okay, so we have a Framer file that we can just remix and use for our own projects. Let's see how the layers look like. Okay, so they do have a type of authentication system. Forget password. I don't know how that works. Cool. So they have different components that you can use. I really like this. For now, it's amazing. I'm really liking this project as of now. So we have. Let's go back and let's take a screenshot of this. It's really nice that you talked to me, but no, thank you. Download image, right? So that's from the dashboard. Then let's just upload that to Figma. So I basically uploaded everything. Now let's just let's group this into something. Let's call it like a dashboard. And let's maybe increase this font. And let's make it bold. And let's make a nice line. Here we can underline. We want to increase that size. We might want to increase this as well. So we have the dashboard. Cool. We have the sign up process, which is going to be this. So sign up process. Then we have this thing that we're going to see first. Actually, it's the same as this. So sign up process, dashboard, and then we're going to have under the dashboard, because this is like starting from left to right, but basically these are going to be parallel. So it won't be dashboard, it's going to be updates. And under updates, we have this cool thing here. We don't have to necessarily do a screenshot of the whole page. Let's just do a screenshot of a section so that we know how it basically how it's structured, right? So we have let's go Figma. We have this. So this is the updates page. Updates. And while I'm doing this, I want to think about other products that do similar things. Meaning, is there a FramerAuth for Webflow, or for WordPress, or for Shopify? That's something that we're going to need to know soon, so that we can also do like a test process, of like a sign-up process, I mean, and we can just test to see what differences they have in comparison with FramerAuth. What can FramerAuth improve compared to these indirect competitors, right? So this is the, what would this be called? This is the, I don't even know. Guides, let's say. Guides, yeah. Before I go here, okay. Live demo, pricing. Okay, so this is all. Okay. Something I already see is this navigation. So one idea that we can do is, let's just write it up here. Something that I already see is that they can do a better navigation, right? The navigation is kind of confusing in some areas. So let's write that down. Let's continue with our screenshot. So this is guides. Then the next thing would be support. And in support we have tutorials, for example, or we have the guides in support. So this is something like a clear example of how we can improve the navigation. That support is like the mother of the guides. So, but it's right now currently as a same navigation, same hierarchy in the navigation as guides. Even though if you click here, it's going to take you here. Tutorials as well. It's the same thing. So if you click on tutorials, it's going to take you here. So it shouldn't really be that much of an extra thing. A good solution for that would be to just support, maybe put it at the end because it's mostly expected to be at the end, or maybe here, and have a drop down with some support questions. So some support, with everything under support. So this is going to be the tutorials. I love it. I love the tutorials. I love how they have tutorials. I think it's amazing. For now, I really like this product. I'm excited to use it in Framer. So tutorials. And then we have templates, which is amazing because they have different types of templates. They have a showcase that you can preview. And I guess these are from different FrameBlocks plugin for Framer coming soon. Okay, so this is like a component library for Framer. Cool. And they're using FramerAuth for their authentication. So Pro Access, Premium Access. So it's basically like what I use, FramePad. I really like their logo. It's pretty cool. So these are all the different components that they have. It looks beautiful. I might have to buy it when it comes out. But yeah, so they have showcases and templates, which is great. So I'm gonna basically take a screenshot of the templates. templates and showcases. And as you can see, the navigation stays the same, even though these are not templates, it's a showcase. So again, something with the navigation that should be corrected, in my opinion. It should be somehow named differently. Right, so let's put that there. Let me see myself again. All right. So we're already at 40 minutes, which is crazy. So we've done a bit of progress right now. I think we're gonna end up making the series like per project, which is okay. But right now we got templates, we got the showcase, we got feature request. Feature request is cool. Let's just do this. Bring it to here. And feature request. So what I want to do is I want to get this little point. I want to copy it. I want to bring it here to templates, because this is where I have my pain point with the navigation. Let's make it like this. Make it a little bit more red, nicer red, this, and I have it with this whole section here, which I'm going to highlight with a red bar, right? So we have it like this. We have this product already screenshotted. We have everything here. Feature request is down here, so I don't know why they have it doubled here. So that's another thing. So we have the navigation one, which is this. So let's just put this up here. So let's just call this navigation. And we have the navigation at the top. So these are like the main navigations that you'll find throughout the product. Then you have these navigations as well. So helpful links. Set up helpful links. So what I can do is, based off of this, I have kind of like a problem. How would I rephrase this problem? I would probably put duplicate navigation objects, such as support feature request requires a structured navigation system for easier onboarding. So that's another thing. Let's do something here. Oops. Let's decrease this font a little bit. And so we have this, and the next thing that I want to write is that onboarding. So usually when I purchase a specific product that has a dashboard like this, it shows me where to start first, right? So that might be something, that might be another, excuse me, that might be another project in itself with Framer authentication, another improvement that we can do. So there's this pain point that, okay, where do I start, right? So let's get this point here and let's put it here. So we got this. And let's make it the red, so we know that it's kind of like a pain point comment. Actually, no, let's not make it. Let's make it like a dark red. So where do I start? Where do I start, right? Do I start by clicking the navigation? Is there something, do I start by clicking test mode on or off? Do I start by clicking tutorials? Oh, okay, maybe I have to go from here, you know? What's a good way for the user to start? Is the user already going to have the page finished? So will the user have a finished page, or are they starting from scratch? So this might be something important, right? So will the users have a finished page already, or will they be starting from complete scratch? That's something that I would kind of do, because right now I'm starting from scratch. I don't have a finished page. So I don't know if this setup is going to be for someone that has a project with a finished page, or starting from scratch. Okay. Cool. So these are two things that we can already start working on. But before I do that, I still want to use the product. And I think that we're going to do that for our next tutorial. So right now we kind of did an analysis of Framer authentication and a very brief setup analysis. We first searched for something to work on, and we did that by going to Reddit, and we went to the Framer channel because I love Framer. So we were looking for problems in the Framer universe. We stumbled upon Framer authentication, and we basically started this free trial, 14-day free trial from Framer authentication. And we highlighted the sign-up process, and we did our first steps for today, which is great. So the next step would be to implement this into Framer, to actually have a fake product in Framer that needs an authentication, that has a paywall, and we're gonna start doing that in the next video. So hope you guys really enjoyed this content. If you did, a thumbs up for this video. I would really appreciate that, and connect with me if you're interested in these types of topics. Write a comment, share your story, join my Discord server, where right now it's pretty small still, but really cool people have joined, and I've helped them with real projects that they are going through right now. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next video, where we will basically start using the product and trying to find solutions to these two highlighted problems, or highlighted suggestions that we came up with today.